Hi, partners. Thanks for joining me here now. Here it is, the last week in February. What the thunder's happening to our time? It's going so fast. Well, anyway, this has been National Black Month, and we went through a lot of things. We learned in the first paragraph just now of my report that John Wayne, Randolph Scott, and old Gabby Hayes were the real cowboys of our time, but we're going back now to 1870 through 1890. It was a whole lot different. Remember, 75% of the cowboys then weren't white, they were vaqueros. And they were Mexican nationals who had come up north. Yes, 75% of them were those nationals. And we learned that the Tuskegee Air Force was the first real black Air Force that we had in World War II in my time. But now let's go back to when Paul Revere made that etching of the soldiers when they shot those people that came out from a special anti-British rally. You remember Samuel Adams, that's John Adams' cousin. He was always there causing some kind of trouble because he was a man of action. I want things done right. And when they shot those soldiers, and then Paul Revere made the etching of it, making them think that, everybody thinking that the soldiers had caused the trouble instead of the people just walking down the street. Anyway, we now know it was a Boston massacre, and one of those men is our honoree today. Today there's a school in Indianapolis, and it's titled Crispus Attucks High. Crispus-Attucksi. Crispus Attucks High. It so happens that Crispus Attucks was one of those men who was killed that night, in the Boston Massacre in March of 1775. He was an ordinary guy, just really never fought in a battle, never met George Washington, but he's well remembered as a common worker who happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Shortly after that horrible night, rumors started out circulating about a man who was there special, someone different than just anybody else. And I said, what? Well, let's go on ahead. Decades later, this man, Crispus Attucks, was used as a symbol by abolitionists crusading for the end of slavery. Yes, a lonely workman with others seeking liberty was killed. But here's the strange thing. He was the first to die, the first person to die who joined a group of men for the cause of liberty. Crispus Attucks. Isn't it funny how one person stands out so clearly for everyone? We all have great talents. We're all part of something that's so important and we don't even realize it. But I just love Dennis Daly, my researcher and writer, and sends out these special things for me to report. I told you something special is coming up pretty soon, and it will. I'll announce that maybe next week. Golly. Hey, you know the drill. Go to the red X and just click it. Don't do anything else. It'll take you right back to my report page. I love visiting with you like this, and it means so much when you send me special notes, especially when you hear something and say, hey, I didn't know this. I didn't know this about history. Something that you heard me say here. Call the people in your area, the schools, and tell them to let me come speak to the civic and history classes about early America. We don't want to lose this heritage. It's so important. 2018. Time goes so quickly. I love you. Go get 'em, Tigers.